Now, our today's theme, stylistic use of phrases, phraseological units, and set expressions. We will talk about idioms today. Have you opened your presentations? Your stylistic use of phraseological units and set expressions. Have you opened?
Yes, please.
Phraseological units. Who wants to read? Who's not me? I read it. Yes, next.
Words groups cannot be made in the process of speech. They exist in the language and ready-made units. They are complete in special dictionary, the same as words. Phraseological units express a single notion and are used in a sentence as one part of it.
Okay, so what does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Who wants to give me some definition about phraseological units?
A word group.
So it's a word groups, yeah?
A word group that cannot be made in the process of speech.
Process of speech. So in our process of speech, you can't find our phraseological units. They exist where? In the language and ready-made units.
They are compiled in special dictionaries. The sum as words.
Phraseological units.
Phraseological units express a single notion and are used in sentence
as one part of it. Is it understandable? Demek phraseological units den ne demek? Sözün özünde, sözün özünde gelip çıkan proses emas. Nerede boladı? Nerede net bırakıldı? Bu fakat yine bizlerin tilimizde mevcut. Düşündünüz mi? Next page. Sayings and proverbs. What does it mean? Sayings and proverbs. Alisha, please read.
Adages or traditional sayings and proverbs seem to belong to the oldest class and the sentence patterns in English, as in other languages.
So, traditional sayings and proverbs seem to belong to the oldest phrase and sentence patterns in English. Now, do you know? Demek makal deyenimizin adı yani. Kadimden gelen bizlerin karılarımızdan, halkımızdan kalan hikmetli sözler. Düşünerli mi? So, it's the oldest phrase and sentence patterns. Yeah, in English. From whom? From our grandparents. Proverb. Who wants to read? Please.
A simple and short saying
Widely
known, often metaphorical, which expresses a basic truth or practical process based on common sense or cultural experience. Adli ve kısa artış.
Widely. Şu adligine sözde içinin manası juda ham katta. Ko'p ma'noni anglatadigan so'zlar.
Qaysiki bo'ladi haqiqatni
hayotda bo'lib o'tgan haqiqiy narsalarni, to'g'rimi?
Ham o'zini amaliyotida sinab ko'rgan odamlar shuni
aytib o'tadilar. Shu narsalar vaqt o'tgan sayin nog'a aylanib boradi. Maqollar aylanib boradi. Tushunarlimi? So it's a simple and short sayings which express a basic truth or practical precept based on common sense or cultural experience. Demek adamın hayati praktikasına gelip çıkan nerse tecrübeler. Next. Easy come, easy go. There is no time like the present. It's an idiom. Can you give me definition of this verse? Easy come, easy go. What does it mean?
Olsan gel.
Oh.
O'zi keladi yani.
Demek ma'nosini navdan chiqarishimiz mumkin. Give the definition.
Ha, shu mehnatdan keyin bir narsaga erishsang, u darrov ketib qoladi, shu gapni yani.
Easy come, easy go, yes. Qo'l keladi yani.
Onsat degan narsa, onsat yetadi.
In English. Can you explain it in English? If you earn something without your hard working, yes, it easy comes and also easy goes. Next one. Next page. Who wants to read? Mahriya? You inside, please.
Sometimes always the beginning of a proverb is given which is enough for the interlocutor, since the rest is well known to him. What John can see in that horrid man, I can see bodies of a his works, if she's not careful, it will be case of fool and his money, I'm afraid.
So birds of a fear, fool, and his money. What does it mean? Sometimes only the beginning of a proverb is given, which is enough for what? For understanding the gist of your mind. Yeah?
Yes.
What John can see in that horrid man. I can't see birds of a feather. Perhaps if he is not careful, it will be a case of fool and his money, I'm afraid. Demek o adamdan ne görüp durgan boluşur ki? Yaxşı tarafta bolsa birds of a feather boladi, yaman tarafta bolsa fool and his money. Can you catch the meaning? Birds of a feather flock together. A fool and his money are soon parted. Demek bölünüp gidadi ekan. Gördüysizlarmi? Agar birinchi maqolaga quloq solsak, biza birlashib, jiftlashib, bir nayga aylanamiz, to'g'ri? Demek birds of a feather, it means flock together. A fool and his money, it means yeah, are soon parted yani. Vaqt sati kelib, baribir bölünüp gidadi degan narsa. Say it. Yeah,
Saying is a short, well-known expression, a pithy remark of wisdom and truth on a general advice, while a proverb is characterized by the completeness
of thought.
A saying is not so completely expressed.
Saying. How can you give me some differences between proverbs and sayings? So what does the word proverb means and what does the saying means? Proverb. While a proverb is characterized by the completeness of thought. Demek proverb degan maqola fikringizni nolsini bildiradi. Tugaganini, fikringizni polностью ifodalab berib bilganingizni. So it characterized by the completeness of your thoughts. And a saying is not so completely expressed. So it means that you can't easily get the meaning of that saying. But if you are talking about proverbs, if you will listening, you can get the thought, you can get the gist, yeah, of the proverb. But saying is different. Is it clear?
Yes.
Saying is not so completely expressed, but proverbs are completely expressed words. No questions?
No.
A balanced diet means a cupcake in each hand.
Balansda o'zingni vazningni saqlab turish uchun yalingda deydi.
Yeah, in each. Qaysini olsangiz bo'ladi? Next page. Please.
We also have difference between proverbs and maxims, which are non-metaphorical. They are understood literally, better late than never. Maxim is a synonym of proverb. The difference between maxim and proverb is that maxim is a self-evident axiom. A busy expression of a general principle or a rule, while proverb is a phrase expressing a basic truth, which may be applied to common situations.
So proverb is a phrase expressing the common situations,
Yes.
and it gives the characteristics of your thoughts, of your complete thoughts. Am I right?
Yes.
And it's a basic truth from your life experience. Yeah?
Yes.
And what does the word maxim means?
Proverb. Synonym.
It's a synonym to the word proverb, but is there any differences between them? It gives a general principle or rule, yeah, of something, of some kind of expressions. And proverbs give expressing a basic, when you are expressing something in a basic truth, it means it's a proverb, yeah? But if you are giving a self-evident axiom, it's a maxim. What does the word axiom means? Do you know? Search it, please, if you don't know. Axiom. A self-evident axiom. What is the expression? No questions? So all of them, both of them, yeah, maxims and proverbs are understood literally. For example, better late than never. How can we translate it? Лучше поздно, чем никогда, deydi oraslar.
Keçdən görə keç.
Keçdən görə keç. Ana şu nərsələr proverb bilan maksimdə qaytarılmalı. Düşünərdimi? Çünki bu nərsəni eşitgənlərinizdə уже konus ideyası bilan düşünüb alasınız. Keçdən görə geç deyən nə oldu ya? Umumən boğmağanlar geç bolsam boğanı yaxşı. Düşünərdimi? Maxim, a short, pithy statement expressing a general truth or rule of conduct. A well-known phrase that expresses a general truth about life or a rule about behavior. So, maxim gives us general information about what? About life. What else? About the rule of your behavior. Ne diyelim? Ama bildirerdi. Şu nerseler şu maksimin içine girerdi lan. Şimdi izler. Hakikat, hayatın hakikatları, sen özlərinizin behavior, kokatlarlarınızı göstərib bərədən sözlər demək maksimdə bayqanlar. Next page. Who wants to read and give some definition in two languages, in English and in Uzbek? Mahliya, do you want? Please read.
Neither a borrow nor a lender be fallen off, loses both itself and friends, and borrowing dulls the age of husbandry.
It's a words of William Shakespeare. Neither a borrower nor a lender be fallen off.
Ne kas bulan adam bir de ne kas
Ben
vergen
adam.
adam.
İki kalardı dedi. Çünkü ikisi hukmediyorlar.
Sen özüne dostunu ya ve nefesini yok atar. Özünü yok atar,
Ama,
dostunu yok atar.
ama. Özünü, özlükünü yok eder. İnsafını. Mesela alğan adam insafını yok etişi mümkün. Bergen adam mesela yakın dostunu yok etişi mümkün. Ne için? Ne için? Mesela pul aranı bızardı. Düşünərdin? Next page. Epigram. Who wants to read? Madina, please. No? You haven't got it. Please.
A concise, clever, often paradoxical statement through or observation, sometimes expressed as a short witty poem. Example: the only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it.
So find me epigram here. To get rid of. Yeah? How can you translate this word? To get rid of.
Tugab qolish.
Ama. To get rid of diyeni bir narsani elinden alıp kalış, bir narsadan kaçıp kalış diyeni da bu. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. So, give me definition of the sentence. What do you understand by this sentence? By using these words.
Shu eserning bir qismi va ma'nosini tushuntirib berishmi?
How can you translate? How can you understand the word temptation and the word yield? Please, who knows? Who can give me definition? Nobody. Temptation and yield.
Ha, bas vasvasa bo'lgan odam shu vasvasadan qochish.
Çekiş kerak ekan shundan qochish uchun. Yield. Start to type your dictionaries.
Taslim bo'lmaslik.
Net verişten.
O'zingdan yo'qotib chiqarishmi?
The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it all. Can you catch the meaning?
Yo'q, bu oldinga o'tkazib yubormoq degan ma'noda kelgan. Oldinga o'tkazib yubormoq degan ma'noda emasmi?
Qaysi? Kolunu silter dedi de mesela şu yani bir ulu bir problemadan bir nerseden kaçış niyetin ama vesveseden kaçış niyetin olsa şuna itibarsız bol yani. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. İtibarsız bulup içine alaversen itibar vereversen ulu para mı nerede bu problem? Kol silter ötüp aşını inerseler epigram mı demek? Epigram. Next one. Read instead.
All proverbs originated far back in the past and having now also, but the people of this land epigrams are as a rule created by means of letters. Maqoladagi
Unlike proverbs diyen ne diyen? Unlike nelerden makallardan taşkarı. Originated for back in the past and having no author, but the people of this land. Epigrams are, as a rule, created by men of letters. Demek şu makallar, epigramlar nereden gelip çıkardı? Üzerine after'ı yok ki doğru. Mesela şu makalın kim yazganını biliriz ki. Nereden gelip çıkardı? Şu bir anık bir neyini, halkını aytılgan, hayati praktikasından gelip çıkan sözlerini birikmesi makala bu önemli kalan. So, it's originated from the back in the past and having no author, but the people of this land itself are authors of that proverbs and epigrams. Is it understandable for you?
yes.
Enough is enough. What does it mean?
Yeterli narsa yeterlidir.
Yeterli narsa yeterlidir diyen ne diyen? Manasını veremiz.
Mesela
Enough is enough. Yeterli narsa yeterlidir. Mesela her bir narsani özünü çegeresi boğanı yaxşı. How can you tell it in English? Everything should have its limit. Am I right? I think there is beauty in everything.
Ben oylamak çırağı.
Hemen nərsənin özünə yaraşa çırayı var oğlum. Arı çoxsan, onu özünə yaraşa faydası bulanır. Zəhrindən də faydası bulanır. Next. Who wants to read? Who has? Bugün sen bir
The
stylistic
function of proverbs and sayings is adding an expressive element to speech. To this group of expressive means
employed.
employed in an artistic text, scholars usually refer numerous other set phrases and idioms.
So, in what? In artistic texts, we have to use set phrases and idioms. Yeah?
Yes.
But in expressive element to speech, we have to use proverbs and sayings.
Maqallar şuna aytılğan gətirər.
Tamam. Next page. Idioms and set phrases. Please.
An expression that is
Peculiar.
peculiar to itself grammatically or cannot be understood from the individual meanings of the words. Quite a few idioms are language specific and thus difficult to translate.
Demek idiomalarına varken söz birikmeleri özlerine acele tercümeye koymaydı. Bulanı şu bir alanaktan bir opşa özüne mənası buladı. Now then, so all of these idioms and set phrases have their individual meanings of the words. We cannot understood the gist of the idioms with one word. You have to take these idioms, write down the definitions of these idioms and learn them by heart. That's all. Clear?
Yes.
Next page. Heart in your mouth. Extremely frightened or anxious. If you are extremely frightened from somebody or someone, your heart is in your mouth. Yeah?
Yes.
It means that you are frightened. However, their stylistic potential is usually realized not so much by being used in the text in their fixed form, but through their decomposition, example, breaking them up or violating their traditional structure. Is it understandable for you?
Yes.
Next one. Please open your slides on page this.